leaderboard as they are live. So we see when the red color is going to be changing back to orange. But this swamp is a tricky place. Sion's going to find Global Army, so that is an opening from Mercurial's side. Not sure what kind of an angle, but it's a motion shot, so definitely are finding a head. So don't show your head from the window. And that's the angle we saw very briefly. Voldemort's got to get that trade. So Jempty falls with a mini instead. The both teams, they do have players on the compounds where the knocks have happened, so they should be fine to get those revivals as well, as long as they got to crawl out of the windows and not really showing too much. But it's taking time, like I said it, and Wildcats, they're not really doing anything. They're just watching it from the side, seeing if there's got to be anything for the taking. And now they will put ahead, so they will use the timing, so now they will definitely get involved. I mean, the information was already there. Mercurial definitely knew, and Saabem knew that there's a team on the other side of the swamp. So it's not a surprise, but they were not very heavily, trying to find those players. They were just, holding it, watching for it, and when they had a chance, they tried to do something about it. Question mark, on the other hand, they have spotted down Ascent from the coast. So they are trying to get the remains of that squad down. They have lost already one, and they have 3 guys on that hill. And from that place where question mark currently is, they should be able to hold down Ascent's move. So if they want to leave from there, I think northern side is the usual one that you can exit from it, because you have a bit of a cover from the ridge before the beach. But still, I think because they have the hilled up position, so they should be able to see as they are leaving and then doing something about it. Meanwhile, interestingly, Foot Esports have taken the island on the middle of a swamp. There's a small island and there's a building on it. And they're actually playing it. We don't see that happening that often. That's a very isolated place. Right on the middle of all the action. They have MTB coming on the hillside on the eastern side as well. They have Entropic on the other side. So that is definitely one of those hotspots. So a lot of people are gathering on the swamp. And I'm not complaining. It's definitely refreshing to see that people are actually playing the swamp area this heavily. We'll just have to wait and see where the zone's going to be coming. Swamp ending would be something. I haven't seen that happening for a long time. Sometimes on the northern side, but not really inside of the swamp. But yeah, as we can see, people are taking this very carefully. And the zone, I mean, this is the reason why they are on the middle. So we actually have a swamp ending, it seems. It can still shift away. I mean, it's only phase number 4, but we actually have the whole swamp on the middle of a zone. And that's the reason why Foot Esports took the compound. I don't know what to say about this circle. It's something, I'm not sure if I have ever seen a swamp ending, which is like so heavily already at the swamp. This is definitely interesting. So Entropy's going to play the northern side. Team Loading still needs to get inside. Interesting. Stardust watching what is going on with the Polish Pro. I'm not done with the swamp circle. I mean, I'm a little bit like my brain is going. And just wondering about the chances for this and when this actually has been happening for the last time, because I just can't remember about the swamp. Even JB is a little bit confused on the chat, I can see. Cobra's going to find Sheila, so let's focus on the game. And DA, they only have one player that is anymore standing up, so they try to come from the southern side. We saw that earlier on the map, and definitely that hasn't been working out because there's still teams on the southern hills like Polish Power. So if Stardust can make a dent here, that would be huge. And of course Stardust, they want to make damage because they want to be claiming that second place from Heroic. Global Army is going to find each other Athletics. They're also going to find Krunio at the same time, so Stardust is jumping on the Polish Power. They're going to be going on that hill already. Nogis tries to go to help with the situation, but we can see already utilities coming from the Stardust side. And we can see now Nogis spotting down that, yeah, the guys are coming, so the information is going to be passed, and that's up to Masalek now to hold it if Knok is going to go for the revival, but Meatbear is going to be already on top of that hill. Knok is going to be found definitely, and there we go. That's the knock, and there should be 2 flushes to follow from that one. And now that is the end of Polish Power, because Stardust will just push them right away, and that is the end of Polish Power, so they will definitely stay there on the lower side of the scoreboard. Unfortunately, QB is going to find 2 players from Team Loading at the same time, so Team Loading and Entropic, we saw Entropic holding a northern place, and Team Loading was coming from the north, so they're probably going to be crashing on that place. Nailup's going to find 1 as well. And now Stardust with 3 points more. I can't calculate. I think that, yeah, now I can calculate because they have the same amount of placement points. So they are 13 points behind from Heroic. So they still have a bit of a way to go if they want to claim that second place. But let's see. Nailup just, I mean, they're reviving on the middle of the smokes. And Nailup is just right around them. And he's going to put the gun right next to them. Don't! There we go. Can he find it? Oh, you need one more tag. No, he's gonna be. Oh, I don't know what to say about. He gets it done in the end. But I mean, he was just. He needed 3 different sprays to find that player. Just small touches here and there, and he in the end got it done. So team loading. I mean, they were reviving 2 players, knocked on the smoke, 3rd player there, and he got 1 revive. There we can see as a replay. That's 1 touch, 2nd touch, and that's. Yeah, there we go. So basically 4 different bursts from the gun, and then he found it in the end. Nailab has put it down. It's Chris at the same time as well. Ah, what is this? Strange, but fun. Definitely enjoyable. Kiriaka has gone down on the Blues, not going to be denying the points. We can see Entropic now spawning down question mark. So Entropic now, they know that this is the hammer time. Heroic is gone, and if they want to, extend the lead, now is the time. And they still have all the 4 players alive. Lukas tries to go for the revival of QBE. And they are playing here on the western side. I want to see the phase 5. I think that it shifted away from the swamp a little bit, but it's still included. So it's definitely still including the swamp and the foot esports building, for example. It's just going to find Dante at the same time. So Ascent Club, they still have 1 player, and he's going to be doing the magic towards question mark. Entropic will try to get the revival done, and question mark can't really do anything about it because he's going to be completely focused what is going on with the Ascent Club. There is going to find Voldemort, so something is happening in the swamp area. We can see Tornado Energy. Team Elite, TE, what is going on? So Team Elite is going to be pushing to the location at the swamps and field first, and there's going to be only 1 winner here, and that is field first, but now it seems that the also Entropy is going to be getting that final kill, so both solos are gone. But Team Elite, they need to be crashing on Savim as we speak, so they need to go to the swamp area, and this Mercurial's place, it's a pretty good one. The Wildcat position on the other side of the swamp, it is also still inside. And here we can see they will go for it. Baron Peak is going to find Scream. Snell's going to find Odoma VC. So also Putti's going to be having a battle with who? They're actually battling with. Are they battling with the same people? No. We can see Pixel finding Scream's going to be stealing one of those points away. We can see Bad Boy just going for it. And we can see immediately Dead is going to find Global Army. Global is going to find Bad Boy. And just Dead alive on Team Elite's side. And Savin at the same time. I think there's only Ulsting. So it's going to be basically 1 versus 1 before the revivals. We can see a lot of action happening elsewhere at the same time as well. Stardust going to be getting a kill from MTB. So NTB, Entropic and Stardust, they are having a battle as we speak. 1 revival, at least they will try to get that done. And we can see Dead getting away. Can he revive anybody? No, he's going to be the sole survivor from this fight. And he's going to be heading straight towards Entropic. So that might be his death certificate. As we can see that they're definitely spotting him down. We can see damage coming towards Dead. Nailup's going to be definitely spotting him down. And he's going to get the kill. So Team Elite is gone as well. Down to 6 teams and 18 players we go. And Entropic still having all the 4 players alive, 9 kills. So they're definitely making a run here away from Entropic as we speak. From Heroic. Zeong finds Global Arming. So Mercurial, they have been holding the place. They have climbed back on the 8th place. They were holding 9, so they have made an entry back on the better side of the leaderboard. Probably going to be keeping that as well. And now they're going to be trying to challenge Savim, and that's going to be final kill going for Nail Up. So Mercurial will try to get that one, but unfortunately it's going to be Savim who's going to fall down to the bullets of Entropic. And Entropy's going to be moving a little bit. We have the circle shifting, and Mercurial, they have a decent place. Entropic, they have a decent place. 5 teams and 16 players are still there. And Entropic with 10 kills, so they are definitely getting away badly from Heroic. So let's just wait and see. We're going to have a look on the final score. Well, not the final scores, but the scores after the day number 2, after the game is going to be gone. Without the calculator, without the something plus something. So we're going to have a look on that, and we can see a replay how Savim and Team Elite fight actually went. Battering Peaks finds 1, finds the second one, doesn't find a third. He does the damage, but doesn't get a knock from it. And then we can see Global Army finding more. So that is how the whole Team Elite versus Savim esports actually went in the end. And Global Army, did he get all of those kills? No, he didn't. And this is how Nailup actually got the last player from Team Elite in the end. So let's just wait and see. Meanwhile, we can see the zone. So we can see Mercurial holding the southern side. Wildcats needs to get away from the other side of the swamp. And Foot Esports are still holding the island on the swamp. And that's the end of Touch of God. Automovici is going to find that run from the compound. So Wildcats, they are having the most difficult situation as we speak. They are out of the zone and they don't have much of an area to play. Also, Mercurial, there's a bit of Pixel has been extending already out of the compound. So he has a place, but there's definitely risks involved when the other players from Mercurial will be leaving from that compound. So when they will finally leave from there, that is a bit of a problem. There's definitely a chance that footballers, for example, or Wildcats will spot them down and do a bit of damage. So let's see how well Mercury can actually get away from that compound. Meanwhile, this whole Stardust is here as well, so they are coming here on the side. Stardust gonna find Meat Bay. They still have Nail Gop remaining, so this is kind of like deciding if they can reach Heroic on the scoreboard, but it doesn't seem to be the case because they're gonna fall down. It's gonna be 1 kill for Ivers, 1 kill for Foot Esports, and now this is the moment that I said that Mercurial, they need to move a little bit, and they have moved on the Wizard Tower, so they are holding that place because the QB finding the angles from all the way from the distance there. 4 teams: Mercurial, Entropic, Foot Esports, and Wildcats, and of course Wildcats down to 1 player. They cannot save KD anymore.